Hi, I'm Maarten Visser, and this is the sixth and last video of the series about adaptive woodwind instrument making. This is about professional development and how you become one, and a lot of information is in the description, so please check that out.
How do you become a woodwind instrument maker?
Yes, there are several ways. I went to a specialized school. There are a number of schools, notably in Newark in the United Kingdom, in Mittenwald, Deutschland, and Le Mans in France. List again is in the description. Other ways, some people follow form of technical education, and one form of technical education which is very useful is silversmithing.
What are the key skills you need to be a woodwind instrument maker?
Well, first of all, the love for our for the music and for technology. I think you need those combined. You need a very good working knowledge of metalworking and woodworking. Of course, you have to be able to play on the instruments that you work on. And if you want to be a really good specialist in some instrument, you have to play pretty good on that instrument too. You need a decent knowledge of mathematics and some knowledge of acoustics. Of course, you have to be able to work with metalworking machines, especially the lathe, but also milling machine, drilling machine, CNC mill. Technical drawing, both with pen as well as CAD design software. And of course there's lots of specific techniques such as filing, sawing, silver soldering and padding.
Can you do an internship at an instrument making business?
Well, to be frank, the most instrument making businesses are not very keen on interns because they have to spend a lot of time teaching you the specifics, because it is so specific, so little of that is taught at school. So first you do your technical education and then you apply for an internship. Yeah, you need these skills to be already present. Very useful is the Erasmus program of the European Committee, and Flute Lab can also take interns. Again, after you've done your instrument making education. One problem we have here in Amsterdam is housing. So you will have to solve that problem if you want to do an internship at Flute Lab.
Can you recommend websites or books where I can learn more?
Unfortunately, there are not really any websites about instrument making, and even less about adaptive instrument making. In the description, I've listed some of the literature that I think is useful. And of course there are some videos about musical instrument factories on YouTube. And that's all, really.
If I want to work on adaptive instruments, how do I find customers?
That is a very good question. The thing is, it's a very small market, so you will have to cast a very wide net. And we have the problem that people do not play on the adaptive instrument they need because they don't even realize it's possible. And you have to educate them. So it's good to let your activities be known to groups of interest, such as music therapists, ergotherapists, occupational therapists, music shops, and instrumental teachers. These are the people who are in contact with the people who need your services. Unfortunately, there are barely any organizations in our field of work. And I should name OHMI in the United Kingdom. They are the largest and most active organization in this field at this moment. They do research, they commission instruments, and they organize conventions. So if you're active in this field, please let them know they're interested. We do not have a European organization for this, and I think we should have. If you're interested, in the description there is a link to my LinkedIn group about this field, so please join us. This was the end of the last video of this series. I would like to express my gratitude to Charlotte Havers and Evelyn Loss. Please post your comments or below or email me. I want to thank you very much for watching all of this, and I hope and if you're interested here, I hope you contact me because I'm interested in your work. So thank you very much again, and bye bye.